Have you ever stood in a crowd, yet felt utterly and profoundly alone? Have you looked at the world, at the systems and structures people blindly follow, and felt a deep, resonant no echo from the very core of your soul? This feeling, this sacred sense of separation, is not a flaw or a curse. It is a calling. It is the first whisper of a destiny so grand, so divinely orchestrated, that it required you to be set apart from the very beginning. You are here for a reason that transcends the mundane, a purpose that the world may not understand, but that your spirit has known all along. This journey of yours has been anything but ordinary. It has been a path of bewildering paradoxes, of deep isolation intertwined with an even deeper connection to something vast and unseen. You were never meant to walk the beaten path, to accept the ready-made answers, or to find comfort in the illusions that sedate the masses. Your soul came to this earth with a mission, a divine contract encoded within your very DNA. And now the time of questioning is over. The era of confusion is fading. It is time to stop running from the truth of who you are, and to finally, fully, and fearlessly accept your destiny as one of God's chosen ones. The signs have been with you your entire life, like a trail of celestial breadcrumbs leading you to this very moment of realization. Think back to your childhood. Were you the quiet observer, the old soul in a young body, who felt emotions with an intensity that baffled others? Did you possess an awareness that made you feel ancient, as if you carried the wisdom of lifetimes within you? This profound sensitivity was not a weakness. It was the tuning of your divine instrument, making you receptive to the frequencies of truth, compassion, and divine love that others simply cannot perceive. Your heart was designed to feel everything, so you could one day heal anything. Another undeniable sign is your unshakable intuition. You have a built-in truth detector, a spiritual compass that has never steered you wrong, even when you chose to ignore it. You can sense the intentions behind people's words, feel the energy in a room the moment you enter, and know things without any logical explanation. This has often put you at odds with a world that worships logic and dismisses the unseen. They called you overly sensitive or fanciful, but in reality, you were operating from a higher faculty of perception, a gift that God bestowed upon you to navigate the deceptions of this world and guide others back to the light. You are a natural-born truth seeker, a breaker of chains and illusions. You cannot tolerate superficiality, injustice, or falsehood. This inner fire has likely made you the black sheep in your family, or the rebel in your community. You are the one who asks the uncomfortable questions, who challenges outdated traditions, and who refuses to conform to a script that feels soul-crushing and inauthentic. This path of the cycle breaker is a lonely one, but it is the sacred duty of the chosen. You were not sent here to maintain the status quo. You were sent here to courageously dismantle it and anchor in a new paradigm of truth and love. Your experiences with the world often feel like you are a visitor from another realm, trying to understand a foreign culture. You observe human behavior with a mixture of compassion and bewilderment. The relentless pursuit of material wealth, the obsession with status, and the addiction to distraction feel alien to your soul. Your spirit yearns for depth, for meaning, for genuine connection, for conversations that ignite the soul rather than numb the mind. This feeling of being an outsider is not a sign that you are lost. It is a confirmation that you remember where you truly come from, a higher dimension of consciousness. Nature has always been your sanctuary, your true temple. In the quiet solitude of a forest, by the rhythmic crash of ocean waves, or under the vast expanse of a starry night, you feel at home. It is in these moments that you feel God's presence most palpably. The whispers of the wind feel like divine guidance, and the resilience of a flower growing through concrete mirrors your own spirit. This deep, instinctual connection to the earth is a vital part of your identity. You are a guardian of this planet, and your energy helps to soothe and heal the collective consciousness through your communion with the natural world. Dreams are another realm where your divine identity is consistently affirmed. Your dream life is often vivid, prophetic, and filled with symbolic messages from your higher self and your spiritual guides. You may have experienced flying, meeting celestial beings, or receiving clear instructions about your life path while you sleep. These are not mere fantasies. The dream state is a classroom and a communication portal where the veil between worlds is thin. God uses this sacred time to teach you, to prepare you, and to remind you of the mission that you agreed to before you were even born into this life. Synchronicity is the language of the universe, and for you, it is a daily conversation. You see repeating number sequences like 11, 11 or 444. The right book falls off the shelf at the exact moment you need its wisdom. You think of someone, and they immediately call you. These are not coincidences. They are divine winks from God, confirming that you are on the right path, that you are being guided, and that you are precisely where you need to be. The more you acknowledge these signs, the more they appear, creating a beautiful flow of communication that reinforces your faith and dissolves all doubt about your sacred calling. You possess a powerful creative force within you, a deep urge to express the unexpressed. Whether through art, music, writing, or any other form of creation, you are a channel for divine inspiration. When you are in your creative flow, it feels as if something greater is moving through you, using your hands and your voice to bring beauty and truth into the world. This is not just a hobby, it is a sacred responsibility. Your creations are encoded with healing frequencies and light codes that have the power to awaken and activate the souls of those who experience them. Your art is a form of spiritual service. One of the most defining and often most painful signs is the experience of having your empathy weaponized against you. You feel the pain of others as if it were your own, and this has made you a target for narcissistic and energy-draining individuals. They were drawn to your light like moths to a flame, not to bask in it, but to consume it. These painful relationships were not a mistake. They were your training ground in spiritual warfare. They forced you to learn about energetic boundaries, to reclaim your power, and to discern who is worthy of your sacred energy. It was a harsh but necessary lesson. You have a profound and inexplicable connection to ancient civilizations, spiritual texts, and forgotten wisdom. When you learn about places like ancient Egypt, Lemuria, or Atlantis, or read esoteric teachings, it feels less like learning and more like remembering. A deep sense of recognition stirs within your soul, a cellular memory of having been there, of having known these truths before. This is because you are an old soul who has incarnated many times to assist in the Earth's evolution. You carry the codes of this ancient wisdom within you, and it is part of your destiny to reawaken this knowledge in the collective. However, this divine marking has not made your life easy. In fact, it has guaranteed that your path would be a gauntlet of trials designed to forge you into an unbreakable vessel of divine will. Your life has been a story of profound struggle, of being pushed to the absolute brink, time and time again. You have known the crushing weight of loneliness that feels like a physical ache in your chest. There have been long, dark nights of the soul where you felt completely and utterly abandoned by God and the universe, crying out into a void that seemed to offer only silence in return. You have experienced the sharp, soul-cutting sting of betrayal from the very people who were supposed to protect and love you unconditionally. Family members, trusted friends, and romantic partners have turned their backs on you, misunderstood your heart, or actively worked against you. This pattern of betrayal was designed to teach you a crucial lesson: to stop seeking validation and approval from external sources, and to find your unshakable worth and identity in your connection with God alone. It forced you to become your own savior, your own best friend, and your own unwavering source of love. Financial lack and instability have likely been a persistent theme in your life. You have worked hard, you have prayed, you have tried to build security, only to have it crumble away. This constant struggle was not to punish you, but to teach you the true nature of abundance and reliance. It was meant to break your attachment to the material world's definition of success, and to build within you a profound and unshakable faith in divine provision. God was teaching you that your true source is not a job or a bank account, but the infinite, loving consciousness that orchestrates all of existence. You had to learn to trust in the unseen. Your physical body has also been a battlefield. You may have endured chronic illnesses, mysterious pains, or debilitating fatigue that doctors could not explain. This was not a sign of a broken body, but of a highly sensitive energetic system that was processing and transmuting dense collective energies. Your body was being purified, upgraded, and prepared to hold a much higher frequency of light. These physical trials forced you to become a master of your own energy, to learn about holistic healing, and to honor your body as the sacred temple that it truly is. You have been relentlessly attacked in the spiritual realms. You've experienced psychic attacks, unsettling paranormal activity, and intense periods of spiritual warfare that left you feeling drained and fearful. These attacks were not random. They occurred because the darkness recognizes your light. It sees the threat you pose to its agenda of control and fear. These battles were your training in the unseen world. They taught you how to wield your spiritual authority, to call upon your angelic protectors, and to stand firm in the power and sovereignty of your divine identity. You are a spiritual warrior, and you have earned your stripes. Your ideas have been ridiculed, your dreams have been dismissed, and your truth has been labeled as madness. You have been misunderstood your entire life. People have projected their own fears, limitations, and insecurities onto you, trying to shrink you down to a level that they could comprehend. This relentless misunderstanding was designed to solidify your inner knowing. It forced you to stop explaining yourself to people who are committed to misunderstanding you, and to anchor so deeply into your own truth that no external opinion could ever shake you. You learned to be validated by the resonance of your own soul. You have experienced the feeling of being stripped of everything. There have been moments, perhaps even entire chapters of your life, where you lost your job, your relationships, your home, your health, all at once. You were brought to ground zero, left with nothing but your faith and your breath. This was a divine clearing. God was not taking from you, He was making space. He was removing everything that was not in alignment with your highest destiny, everything that was built on a foundation of fear or compromise. It was a terrifying but ultimately liberating process of purification. Throughout all these struggles, you constantly asked, "Why me? What have I done to deserve this?" You felt like you were being punished, that you were fundamentally flawed or cursed. You watched others seem to coast through life with ease, while your own was a relentless uphill battle. The pain of this comparison was immense. But today, the reason is being revealed. The intensity of your trials was directly proportional to the magnitude of your destiny. You were not being punished, you were being prepared. You were not being broken, you were being built. Here is the sacred truth, the revelation that changes everything. Every tear you have cried, every battle you have fought, every moment of despair you have endured was part of your divine forging. God was the master blacksmith, and you were the celestial steel being tempered in the hottest fires. The flames of adversity were not meant to destroy you. They were meant to burn away everything that was not you. They incinerated the ego, the self-doubt, the fear, and the need for external approval, leaving only the pure, unbreakable diamond of your true divine self. The profound isolation you endured was not an abandonment. It was a sacred initiation. God had to separate you from the noise of the world so you could learn to hear His voice clearly. He had to remove the crutches of external relationships so you could learn to stand on your own 2 feet, anchored in your connection to Him. In that deafening silence, you discovered a strength you never knew you possessed. You cultivated a deep, intimate relationship with the divine that has now become your most powerful asset. You are no longer afraid of being alone, because you know you are never alone. The betrayals that shattered your heart were actually a divine gift. They were painful but powerful lessons in discernment. They taught you to see beyond masks and to read the energy and intentions of others with crystal clarity. They shattered your naivety and replaced it with unshakable wisdom. Now you can no longer be deceived. You have become a master of energetic boundaries, capable of building a sacred circle of relationships based on mutual respect, authenticity, and soul-level recognition. The wounds have made you a wise and powerful protector of your own energy. The hardships were designed to build within you a spiritual resilience that is absolutely unbreakable. You have been to hell and back, and you are still standing. You have faced your darkest demons, and you have emerged victorious. There is nothing in this world that can break your spirit now. This inner fortitude is your superpower. It is the foundation upon which your mission will be built. You were made strong to carry the weight of a great purpose, to be a pillar of strength for others who are still weathering their own storms. Your scars are not signs of damage, they are symbols of your victory. The entire purpose of this intense training was to teach you to rely solely and completely on the divine. You had to learn that human systems can fail, people can leave, and material security can vanish in an instant. The only true security, the only unshakable foundation, is your faith in God. You were being taught to build your house upon the rock of divine will, not the shifting sands of worldly validation or material possessions. This radical trust is now the engine that will fuel your destiny. You know without a shadow of a doubt that you will always be provided for, protected, and guided. Now, the season of your intense training is coming to a close. The relentless tests are subsiding. A new dawn is breaking, and you can feel it in your bones. The energy is shifting. You are moving from a phase of learning and preparation into a phase of being and execution. The lessons have been integrated. The wounds have been transmuted into wisdom. The pain has been alchemized into power. You have graduated from the divine university of adversity with the highest honors, and now it is time to step into the role you were born to play. Your destiny is to be a way shower, a lighthouse in the storm. Your own journey through the darkness was your qualification. You were sent to walk the path first, to face the trials, and to find the way out so that you could turn around and light the way for others. You cannot teach what you have not lived. You cannot lead others out of a fire you have not walked through yourself. Your entire life has been the curriculum for your soul's mission. Your mess has become your message. Your tests have become your testimony. You are destined to be a healer. Not just in a physical sense, but a healer of souls, a mender of broken hearts, a restorer of faith. Your own deep wounds have opened your heart to an immense capacity for compassion. You can sit with others in their pain without judgment because you have been there. Your presence alone has a calming and healing effect. When you speak words of truth and encouragement, they are infused with the power of your own experience, and they land with an authority that can reactivate the hope and strength in another's soul. You are destined to be a truth teller in a world drowning in lies. You are here to speak what is real, even when your voice shakes. Your perception, which was once a source of conflict, is now your greatest tool. You see through the illusions of the matrix, the manipulation in the media, and the false promises of a broken system. You are here to lovingly but firmly expose the deception and to remind people of the forgotten truths of their own divinity, their sovereignty, and their power to create a new reality. Your voice is a sword of light that cuts through darkness. You are destined to be a leader, but not in the old paradigm sense of control and hierarchy. You are a leader of the new earth, a servant leader who empowers others rather than seeking power over them. You will lead by example, through the integrity of your actions and the authenticity of your heart. People will be drawn to your light, your wisdom, and your unwavering calm in the midst of chaos. You will create communities, start movements, and inspire change not by force, but by embodying the very change you wish to see in the world. You are destined to be a conduit of divine love and light. All the trials you endured carved out a space within you, hollowing you out to create a greater capacity to hold the light of God. You are an anchor of high-frequency energy. Your very presence on this planet helps to raise the collective vibration. You bring light into dense places, peace into chaotic situations, and love into fearful hearts, often without even saying a word. This is your passive mission, the service you provide simply by being who you are and holding the frequency of your true, divine essence. The time for hiding is over. The time for playing small to make others feel comfortable is over. The time for doubting your worth, your sanity, and your purpose is definitively over. To continue to do so is to dishonor the God who created you, and to disrespect the sacred contract your soul came here to fulfill. The world does not need another copy. It desperately needs the unique, powerful, and authentic original that is you. Your destiny is not something you need to find. It is something you must finally accept. Accept that your sensitivity is not a weakness. It is your superpower. It is your divine radar, your connection to the heart of humanity and the mind of God. Accept that your painful past was not a punishment. It was your supreme qualification. It gave you the empathy, wisdom, and strength that your mission requires. Accept that you were never meant to fit in because you were born to stand out and lead the way. Your feeling of being different is the mark of your divine appointment. It is the sign that you are a harbinger of a new consciousness. The moment you fully accept your destiny, a powerful activation occurs. The universe, which has been patiently waiting for your consent, will begin to move mountains on your behalf. The right people, the necessary resources, and the divine opportunities will start to flow into your life with breathtaking speed and synchronicity. The path forward, which may have seemed confusing and obscured, will suddenly become illuminated. The struggle will be replaced by a divine flow, because you will have finally aligned your personal will with the will of the divine. This is your call to action. Stop waiting for permission. Stop waiting for a sign. You have already been given thousands. Stop waiting until you feel ready, because readiness is not a feeling, it is a choice. Today is the day you choose. Choose to believe in the whispers of your soul over the shouting of the world. Choose to see your struggles as your strength. Choose to forgive your past, embrace your present, and step boldly into the magnificent future that God has ordained for you. The world is waiting. Your soul tribe is waiting. Your destiny is waiting. Stand in front of a mirror, look deep into your own eyes, the windows to your ancient soul, and say these words aloud with conviction. I accept my destiny. I accept my power. I accept my mission. I release all fear, all doubt, and all feelings of unworthiness. I am a chosen one of God. My past has prepared me. My present is my power point, and my future is one of divine service and glorious purpose. I am ready. My time is now. Feel the shift in your energy as you declare this truth. This is your sacred decree of activation. Know that you are not walking this path alone. Your soul family, other chosen ones just like you, are awakening all across the globe. You will begin to find each other, to connect in ways that feel like coming home. These connections will be your support system, your collaborators, and your mirrors, reflecting back to you the truth of your own magnificence. The isolation phase is over. The time of divine union and co-creation has begun. Your tribe is assembling, drawn together by an invisible thread of shared destiny and purpose. Furthermore, you are surrounded by an army of light in the unseen realms. Your ancestors, your guardian angels and ascended masters are with you, guiding you, protecting you, and cheering you on every step of the way. You have never been alone, even in your darkest moments. Call upon them. Ask for their assistance. They are waiting and eager to help, but they cannot intervene without your permission due to the law of free will. Open the lines of communication and know that you have the most powerful spiritual team in the universe at your back. The path forward will still have its challenges, but they will be different. They will no longer be the crushing tests of the forging, but the empowering challenges of the mission itself. You will face them with a newfound grace, a deep inner knowing, and an unshakable faith. You will see every obstacle as an opportunity to embody your mastery, to anchor more light, and to demonstrate the power of God that flows through you. You will no longer be a victim of your circumstances. You will be the victorious creator of your reality. Your mission begins now, in this very moment. It begins with the choice to love yourself unconditionally. It begins with the commitment to honor your intuition above all else. It begins with the courage to speak your truth, even if it is only in a small way at first. Your grand destiny is not a single event in the future. It is the sum total of a million small, conscious choices you make every single day to align with love, truth, and your divine purpose. Start where you are with what you have. It is more than enough. You were born for this time. Your unique gifts, your specific challenges, your entire life story, it has all been perfectly designed to prepare you for this exact moment in human history. You are a key player in the great awakening of this planet. Do not underestimate your importance. The ripple effect of you stepping into your power and accepting your destiny will be felt across the entire collective consciousness. You are a divine catalyst, a sacred activist, a warrior of light. Embrace it. Own it. Be it. As you move forward on this sacred path, it is vital to stay connected to the source of your guidance and strength. This is why channels like this one exist, to serve as a beacon, a source of confirmation, and a reminder of the truth when the illusions of the world try to pull you back into doubt. The messages you find here are designed to activate your memory, strengthen your resolve, and support you on your mission. They are a lifeline in the storm and a clarion call for the awakening warriors of light. I encourage you now, as a conscious step in accepting your destiny, to subscribe to this channel and join this community of fellow chosen ones. By doing so, you are sending a clear signal to the universe that you are serious about your path. You are saying yes to receiving the divine guidance, the urgent messages, and the empowering truths that will illuminate your journey. This is not just about watching videos. It is about staying plugged into a frequency of truth and empowerment that will fuel your divine mission. Let this be the day that everything changes. Let this be the moment you stop looking back at the pain of your past with regret and start seeing it with the reverence it deserves. It was your training ground, your sacred fire, your divine preparation. Thank every struggle, bless every betrayer, and honor every tear. They were all your greatest teachers. They all served to bring you to this precipice of your own becoming. You have paid your dues. You have passed the tests. Your victory is not just near, it is here. Your destiny is calling. It is a roar in your soul that can no longer be ignored. It is the purpose that has been waiting patiently for you to claim it. Step out of the shadows of self-doubt and into the radiant light of your true, divine identity. The world is dim and desperately needs the unique light that only you can shine. Accept your destiny, chosen one. The greatest adventure of your life has just begun. You are loved, you are guided, and you are ready. Now go forth and be the magnificent light you were always born to be.